So school finally over, thank God. Them 8 hours was the longest 8 hours of my life. But I'm just glad it's over with, but I still gotta come back to the same bullshit tomorrow. Them annoying ass teacher, them stank ass staff members, all of them. The only person I say I could cool with and vibe is the security guard, the hall monitor, and the janitor. They always fine. They always have a positive mindset. So I'm walking to the car, I see some goofy looking at me, round by slow. So he get on my nerves, cause I got short temper. I point at him. I say, "Hey, what's up with you, bro?" He's solid. Then he just drive off on the motorcycle. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know none of that. We on school grounds. I would not be scared to lay somebody out, cause they looking at me weird." So I'm minding my business. I hopped in the car. I'm bumping young boy. Murder business. Hold on, murder business. Chopstick. Killer witness. Down bitch. Drive lifespan. I'm just trying to stay out the way, chill, and cool it for the day. Like what most people do these days. They mind their business. They get their bread. Take care of the little tasks they gotta do and just stay out the way. So I just got this little scat pack that my aunt bought me for my 17th birthday. Young and turd, young and lit, minding my business. But one thing that stood out to me, my aunt said, since I just got you this car, you gotta stay out the way, cause you already know people in the city trying to get at you, trying to kill you. And I'm saying, but I'm like, you always come in clutch. I'll make sure I do that. He said, you gotta stay on point and watch your front, left, back, up. Just watch the surroundings, cause anything could get iffy in a second. So boom, next day come, I'm walking to a little 7-Eleven or whatever. I walk in the store. I'm already peeping the store manager outside talking to a little cheat trying to get put on or whatever, right? So I'm looking around. I look what I need, and my mom always told me, if you don't got to spend money, don't bother taking it out and wasting it. So I'm like, alright. I grab Doritos, gum, all that. So I walk out the store trying to keep it clear, not trying to look suspicious or anything. He's still minding his business talking. But as I'm walking, I hear somebody running. So I get kind of paranoid and I start taking off. The man behind me talk about, hey, come back, come back. I'm like, come back. You know, once you hear them two words, come back, you non-stop it. So I'm running, D1 athlete, D1 receiver, running down, trying to get back to my car. I parked it back up, but something stopped me in my tracks. The same person yelling, come back, started pointing at me. I'm like, yo, what this jet on? So he started running off, but in my head I'm like, did he run off, or did he like run behind the wall so I wouldn't see him type shit? So as I'm creeping, I get impatient. So you know what, I'll just start running out because I got very impatient. Out of nowhere, buddy hopped in his car and by me like on some demon time. I'm like, oh yeah, it's most deaf trying to get up out the area. I ain't trying to lose my life. 48 hours passed. I'm chilling, going to the gas station, listening to Chief Keef. One phone, you don't do shit with a hand out. When I come through the city, nigga, bring the bands out. Just vibing, listening to this music, but then I turned it down because I remember what my uncle told me. He said, make sure you be on point, don't get distracted, cause stuff could get real wicked. I hopped out, the music turned off. I checked what pump I was at. I was at pump 2. Gas was expensive, but you know I'm not broke. I got the money, of course. So I'm walking to the door, minding my business. I paid and I walked out. She said, pump 2, Poppy? I said, yes, pump 2. She like, okay. So you know it's mandatory to pump the gas with the blick out, cause you can't get caught lacking. Cause you know it get wicked in this city. I don't know, the same car. I'm like, yo, how you keep finding me out up? I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna follow this your last shot. Stop following me before I get the blowing. You better get it going. I'm like, yeah, I ain't none of that with your goof ass. Just I be tweaking. I'm like, you know what, bro, let me just pump my gas and get up out of here. Cause you know, bro, it's been a long week. I'm not even on that with nobody. Let me just get up out of this gas station, go about my business. But now I don't even got the music playing because I'm not even in the mood. I know I see some red lights. So I'm like, you know what, bro? They better not be on no bull with me. I'm not in the mood right now. It's been a long week. I done got in a whole bunch of shootouts, bro. I'm trying to get my mind right. I don't know. This man gonna drop super close to my car and cut me off. I'm like, yeah, it's like that. So you know what? I'll bust this left on the train tracks. No train come out, bust this left. I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go through this alleyway and catch up with food. I hit that person car. I'm like, I'm naive. I don't even worry about them. I try to drive out food, gonna park this car in front of me. I'm like, yeah, hi, what's up? Paul, like, yo, you been following me all day. If you don't talk in 5 seconds, I'm blowing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I started blowing at him. Boom. I started blowing. He blowing on my car. I'm like, it's like that. So boom, I'm hiding behind the wall, giving him back the same type of energy he trying to give your boy. So you know what? I ain't on none of that. Hid behind the wall again. In my head, I'm like, I'm just finna hide behind the spoiler of my vehicle. Don't. Them 2 bullets really made that boy get up from out of there. I'm like, where you going? I'm yelling that loud. I'm not even thinking at this point. So I run behind. Boom. I make sure that boy's really going down the road. So I'm like, oh, the boy's coming. I hear the sirens. The boy's coming. So I'm running. This man to put 4 bullet holes in my windshield. I'm like, it's like that for real? Broken windshield and all. Boom. Bent that corner. Boom, hit down the stop sign. I'm driving reckless. I'm taking up 2 lanes. I'm not even driving on the correct lane at this point. I don't even care if the train coming. I'm driving. I'm trying to make it back to the crib. The spot hot. School finally out. My cousin called me from jail. I'm like, what's up, cuz? How you been? He be like, what's good, cuz? You been good? Been like, hell yeah. When you come home, you're like, I get out the pen in a few days. I'm like, for real? You're like, yeah. I'm trying to come spend it with my favorite cuz. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a bet. Tell me when you get out. I'm like, alright. So boom, I hop in my Hellcat, but I see a car I never seen before, and it's tinted. I ain't never seen that car at the school before, but I'm not thinking like that. So I'm driving. I'm about to go to the crib. I'm about to take a shower, about to just eat, chill, all that. I'm driving down the road. The car is trailing me, but I'm zoned out. I'm listening to my music. I'm zoned out. I stopped to see if he was gonna stop. And guess what he did? He stopped. So I'm like, alright, bro. The house right there. Let me just drive in the house. He ain't gonna be on none of that. Let me just drive in. I said, madam, can you open the gate? She said, okay. She opened the gate. Main man don't follow me in my house through the gate. I'm like, oh, you on that? He hopped out with the Drake. He aiming at me. He started getting a blow. He almost hit Miss Mary. I'm like, oh, yeah. I already had the Drake on the seat. I've been waiting for this moment. I got the Drake, boom, gave him the same shots. He throwing them shots right back at me. I'm like, I'm running up the stairs, getting hard going on that boy, Fortnite style, hitting the plant, hitting the pots, all that. I'm breaking pots, I'm breaking everything. He dumping them bullets. He not giving up. He want me dead for real. I don't even know who that man is. Boom, I hop up here on the roof. I'm like, you know what? I ain't going out like that. James Bond, dodging them bullets. I'll run down. I'll up Drake. Bop, 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 bop. Whatever beef we had, that man was exchanging bullets. But the next morning come, I just got out taking a little shit. Whatever I ate last night, my stomach and the food, they had some beef. I don't know, they had some hardcore beef, boy. But I could have sworn that I let music play on the TV while I was in the bathroom. But I'm like, how my TV cut off? But I'm not even worried about that. What is on my mind is what happened last night and that masked man that shot at me and followed me in my house. Like, I don't know who that is, so I'm like, I gotta get back. So I'm walking to my little planning room, trying to think of a way that I could really try to get this man dead. Like, trying to not even kill him, but like, who is down to the man? So I'm looking at the board, trying to get from point A to point Z. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I gotta do. Oh yeah, that's a bet. That's what we gonna do. That's the type of timer we on. Killer Be Killed Part 2 premiere soon on Netflix. Let's get it, nigga.